Ladies and gentlemen, this is Al Patterson from Amazing Watchmen. Just want to say welcome to this short presentation of video that I'm doing. So it's the month of June. Today's actually June 25, 2025, the year of our Lord. So I decided to put this mini presentation together because TDS, which obviously stands for Trump Derangement Syndrome, is still real and is still happening. And I'm making that statement based on what I read on social media posts, conversation I've had, what I've heard with my two ears. Trump Derangement Syndrome is real. So I'm going to give you some help here, and I'm going to share with you 11 signs of TDS. In fact, someone might watch this video and see this picture and get triggered by this picture. I don't know why, you get triggered because of this picture. Not sure why. So let's start with number one is 11 signs of TDS. One, you are triggered by everything he says, including
over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Trump believes that his life was spared back in Butler, Pennsylvania, when that bullet grazed his ear, right, by God to make America great again. Some people watching this video will be triggered by what he just said, okay? I'm not sure why, but they will, right? Okay? They will be triggered by this video. Okay, so that's the number one sign. You're triggered by everything Trump says. That's a sign of Trump derangement syndrome. All right, next one. If Trump says it or does it, he's crazy. If Mr. X or Mrs. X says it or does it, you agree. Perfect example. Let's look at this New York Post article. Democrats' unhinged impeachment shrieks expose their ignorance and hypocrisy. Let's click on that real quick and go to the NewYorkPost.com. And I'm going to do a quick reading for you, starting with paragraph 1. It says, even Americans who loathe President Donald Trump should be capable of seeing that the United States and the world are safer without a nuclear-capable Iran. But Trump derangement is blinding them. On Saturday, the president and the U.S. military executed a spectacular, successful precision bombing of Iran's nuclear enrichment facility with no American casualties and minimal impact on Iran's people. Yet now Trump is being bombarded with attacks here at home. Senator Bernie Sanders, as in picture, called President Trump's strike grossly unconstitutional, a claim repeated by Rep. Jim Himes, Democrat from Connecticut, and GOP Rep. Thomas Massie of Kentucky, who has sparred with Trump on other issues. New York Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and a chorus of other Democrats are calling for Trump impeachment. New York City's Democratic mayoral candidates for whom Trump hatred is a litmus test are piling on. Zoran Mandani, who blasted Trump unconstitutional military action on social media. Brad Lander slammed the president in reckless unconstitutional strikes. These claims are crazy. Prior president, most permanently Democrats Bill Clinton and Barack Obama struck foreign target without consulting Congress first, and even waged hostilities for months at a time without congressional authorization. No one called for their impeachment. Rep. Nancy Pelosi, who defended Obama's non-congressionally blessed military operation in Libya when she was House Minority Leader, slammed Trump, saying he ignored the Constitution. Call her Queen of Hypocrisy. As for ignoring the Constitution, that's simply false. Article 2 states the president shall be commander-in-chief. Trump clearly acted within his Article 2 powers. True, the document's Article 1 gives Congress power to declare war, but the United States hasn't fought a declared war since World War II. Yet the nation has waged at least 125 military operations since then. Declarations of war are clearly an anachronism. The Constitution contains a built-in tension between branches of the military deployment. Congress can exert its authority by refusing to fund ongoing military operations. He opposed it. Congress limited and finally cut off funding to combat in Vietnam, effectively ending the war in response to rising public discontent. You can read this article for yourself all the way to the end. Obviously, gentlemen, this is a perfect example of Trump derangement syndrome. Barack Obama, Bill Clinton did the exact same thing, yet Democrat did not call for the impeachment of either Barack Obama or Bill Clinton. And Trump does the exact same thing. Trump derangement syndrome kicks in. Now they want to impeach him. All right? Number 3, he's Hitler. Now this one is confusing to me because I've taken history class and I've learned about Hitler. And no way do I look at Donald Trump and think of Hitler. Listen to this. Let's read it together. Mass murder of Jews. Hitler regime orchestrated the systematic persecution and murder of approximately 6 million European Jews, a genocide known as the Holocaust. This included mass shooting operation, murder in extermination camp, and death in concentration camps. Let me ask you a question. When has Donald J. Trump ever used this method against the American people? The answer is never. He's never done that. But if you've got TDS, you would agree. In fact, there is a commentator, I believe on MSNBC or CNN. His name is Donnie Deutsch. Go look at his clips. At times, he compared Trump supporters to Nazis. Insane, crazy, absolutely moronic. Number 4, he's a threat to democracy. Except Donald J. Trump became the 47th president of the United States with 312 electoral college vote, 49.8% of the popular vote, which translated to 77,202,580 votes, 580 votes. In other words, he did not become president for a second time by force, but by the votes of the American people. If he was a threat to democracy, he would have orchestrated a revolution and taken the presidency by force, which he did not do. Furthermore, Joe Biden was inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States on Wednesday, January 20th, 2021, on the west front of the United States, meaning Trump left the White House on January 20th, 2021, and there was a peaceful transition of power, which makes number 4 false and true TDS, because he's not a threat to democracy. Number 5, he's an idiot. According to Bloomberg, Trump's 2025 net worth is $7 billion. He built the Trump Organization. Yet he's an idiot. Number 6, you believe in every negative rumor about him. You know, I've seen posts on social media which say Trump is in Epstein's file without concrete evidence. Now, I'm not saying he's not, or he is, because I don't know. I don't have the evidence. But for me to claim that he is without evidence, that would make me positive for TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. Number 7, he's in it for himself, except Trump net worth decreased $1 billion when he became president. He does not even take a presidential salary of $400,000. I believe he's the second president in history not to take a presidential salary. He's a con artist. All right, I'll leave it for what it is. He's racist and anti-immigrant. Did you know that Trump dated a black woman? So I have a question. Does enforcing immigration law make you anti-immigrant? Obama was nicknamed the Porter-in-Chief. That was Obama's nickname. Number 10, he's a dictator. We spoke about Hitler, so we'll just go to the next one. I'd rather see the country fail than for his policy to succeed. This one is crazy. If you want the U.S. to be a failure because you don't want Trump to succeed and his policy to succeed, you have full-blown Trump derangement syndrome. Okay? Next one. Cure to TDS is number 1, a fair and unbiased assessment of Trump and his presidency using facts and truth. Meaning use facts and truth to judge him as a person and to judge him as a president. John 8:32 says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Notice, the truth alone doesn't free you from TDS, but knowing the truth frees you from TDS. This concludes my presentation on Trump derangement syndrome. Thank you for listening, my brothers and sisters, and I will hit the end button because I am screen recording this presentation. Thank you.